Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team, where we break down all things NFL, bringing you the latest news, in-depth analysis, and everything you need to know about your favorite teams and players. Today, we're diving into a headline that has the NFL community buzzing: Cowboys star receiver Ceedee Lamb and his remarkable willingness to put his body on the line despite growing concerns about injuries. It's a story that speaks not only to his dedication and drive, but also raises some serious questions about the balance between team loyalty and personal health. Stick around, because you're not going to want to miss this. Now, if there's one thing we know about Ceedee Lamb, it's that he's built for the spotlight. Coming into the league as the 17th overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, Lamb has done nothing but impress since day one. His electrifying athleticism, precise route running, and ability to make those jaw-dropping catches have cemented him as one of the league's top receivers. He's the kind of player who can take over a game single-handedly, and fans in Dallas and around the league know it. This season, though, there's been a different kind of spotlight on Ceedee. It's not just about his stats or highlight reel plays. It's about his resilience, his toughness, and his decision to sacrifice everything, including his body, for the success of his team. But how far is too far? Let's take you back to last week's game, a hard-fought matchup that saw Lamb pushing his physical limits like never before. With the Cowboys battling for playoff positioning, every game matters, and Lamb has made it clear he's willing to do whatever it takes. On one crucial play, we saw him stretch out for an almost impossible catch, fully extending his body to secure the ball while knowing he'd take a brutal hit in the process. It was the kind of moment that leaves fans in awe, but also wincing, knowing the toll it can take on a player. That hit left Lamb shaken but not defeated. He popped right back up, brushed it off, and went back to the huddle like it was nothing. It's performances like this that make him such a beloved figure in Dallas. He embodies the toughness and grit that fans expect from their Cowboys. But here's where things get complicated. After the game, Lamb acknowledged that he's fully aware of the risks he's taking. He knows that every big hit, every extra yard, and every all-out effort could come at a cost, not just in terms of this season, but potentially for his career and long-term health. Hearing this from Lamb himself adds a layer of gravity to the situation. It's one thing to see a player give it their all on the field, but it's another to know they're making these sacrifices with full awareness of the potential consequences. Lamb's comments sparked a heated debate among fans, analysts, and former players. Some praised him for his selflessness and dedication to the team. Others questioned whether the Cowboys' coaching staff should be doing more to protect their star receiver, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. Let's not forget, Lamb isn't the only NFL player facing this kind of dilemma. Football, by its very nature, is a sport that demands incredible physicality and mental toughness. But in recent years, the league has made strides in improving player safety, with rule changes designed to minimize head injuries and other serious risks. Despite these efforts, the reality is that football remains a high-risk sport, and players like Lamb are often caught in the crossfire between their desire to win and the need to preserve their health. For Lamb, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Cowboys are in the thick of a playoff race, and as one of the team's top playmakers, he knows his performance can make or break their chances. But at what cost? The risks he's taking don't just impact his body in the short term, they could have lasting effects on his career and even his life after football. It's a sobering thought, especially when you consider the stories of former players who've struggled with chronic pain, cognitive issues, and other long-term health problems. But let's talk about the flip side for a moment. What does this say about Lamb as a competitor? If nothing else, it underscores his passion for the game and his commitment to his teammates. This is a guy who isn't just playing for a paycheck or personal glory. He's playing to win, to elevate his team, and to leave it all on the field. That kind of mindset is rare, and it's a big part of what makes Lamb such a special player. It's also why fans are so drawn to him. He's not just talented, he's inspiring. He represents the kind of player every team dreams of having and every fan dreams of cheering for. The question is, how should the Cowboys handle this? Should they encourage Lamb to keep playing with this level of intensity, knowing the risks? Or should they step in and protect him, even if it means limiting his playing time or asking him to dial it back? It's a tough call, and there's no easy answer. On one hand, the Cowboys need Lamb at his best if they're going to make a deep playoff run. On the other hand, they have a responsibility to ensure his long-term well-being. So where do we go from here? For starters, it's crucial for the Cowboys organization to strike the right balance. They need to support Lamb and recognize his value to the team, but they also need to prioritize his health. This might mean having tough conversations, implementing precautionary measures, or even making adjustments to the game plan to reduce his exposure to big hits. For Lamb, it's about understanding his own limits and finding a way to contribute without jeopardizing his future. That's easier said than done, especially for a player with his competitive spirit. But it's a conversation worth having, not just for Lamb, but for every player who faces similar challenges. The NFL has come a long way in terms of player safety, but there's still work to be done. Stories like Lamb's remind us why it's so important to keep pushing for change. At the end of the day, Ceedee Lamb is a warrior. His willingness to sacrifice for the team is a testament to his character, and it's one of the reasons he's such a standout player. But as fans, we also have to think about the bigger picture. We love seeing our favorite players give it their all, but we also want them to have long, healthy careers and lives after football. So, what do you think? Should the Cowboys take steps to protect Lamb, or should they let him play the way he wants, knowing the risks? Is this just part of what it means to be an NFL player, or should there be a bigger emphasis on long-term health? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to turn on those notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.